Good morning, Lionhearts. You guys, in the time that you have known me, have had the unfortunate opportunity to see some seriously bad bedhead out of me in the mornings. But I think this one might have taken the cake. Look at this mess. Jeez Louise. Good grief. I'm taking Jaw out for his morning walk, and Daze with Jordan the Lion is going to start now! Psh! This joker was out till 9 o'clock last night. I didn't get home till about 7:30 from getting my hair cut. Then he came home at 9 and gave me plenty of time to edit the vlog from yesterday, and then he was wiped. Oh, he he just saw two squirrels just scatter past him. Oh, he's on a mission now. Come on. Well, if you go all the way back to the vlog that I made the day that I had an audition, and I took you guys to see Shelley Winter's house because I was over in her neighborhood. I also took you by my old job when I worked at Jerry's Famous Deli, and I showed you something, a historical landmark, well, the place where an old historical landmark that is now gone once resided. Today, that landmark comes out of storage and comes to North Hollywood, and we are going to see it. I can't wait. And the guy who's getting it, our old friend, actually, I've never met this guy, but he's the guy that actually owns the Valley Relics Museum. The day that I went, he wasn't there. That was somebody else working, but this ought to be cool because this guy loves history probably as much as I do, maybe even more. So much so that he's created an entire museum that is not his job as a passion project. He makes it available to anybody to come see on Saturdays for free from noon to 4. Make sure you go see the Valley Relics Museum. After you meet this guy, you're going to want to. We're going to go see something that was in many photo shoots, many movies, many commercials. Baby, we're going to see the tail of the pup. I kid you not, it is 8 a.m. and the sun is blazing. It's right behind that sign. You ready? You ready? Cover your eyes. I honest to God can't tell you why, but seeing Stan Laurel's last apartment yesterday, and before I went, I watched interviews with Dick Van Dyke and Jerry Lewis, and just seeing it put a big smile on my face. I've been in a good mood ever since. So, I don't know. Feels like it's going to be a great day. You never know what can happen. Like I said, I'm going to go check out the tail of the pup where it's going to get dropped off, but I think I'm going to go over and have lunch at Sweetie Pie's and just turn this into a whole day. Oh yeah, by the way guys, speaking of Adam West, I don't want to forget, and I hope I don't forget tonight. Somebody remind me. Tonight, Los Angeles is doing something unprecedented. The mayor of the city has sanctioned tonight to be a memorial for Adam West. So they're going to beam the bat signal up into the Los Angeles skies. And we all want to see it, don't we? Well, that was interesting. Somebody just saw me out walking. Jaw walked up to me and goes, "Hey man, I just found your YouTubes last night and I watched like 10 of your videos." He's like, "I saw on the little like side scroll bar that, did you do one on Hanna-Barbera?" And I said, "Yeah." He goes, "I worked there the last year that they were in business. It was like the dream job. It was the best job I ever had." And he stood out here for like 5 minutes telling me what Hanna-Barbera was like. And when he worked there, the guy who ran it used to be the guy who did all the logos and everything for MTV and worked for MTV. So pretty interesting. I'm getting noticed in my neighborhood now. All right, the mailman just came and I did not order this, so I'm guessing my mom bought this for me. Thank you, parents. And the Turcotte sent me a gift box. So I'm going to be looking through there. It looks like there's a lot of stuff for Jaw. I see some Band-Aids, so I'm guessing those are for me. Thank you very much, everybody. Hilarious. Anybody who's an Adam the Move fan will get that joke. If I ever see that guy, I'll have to show him that. Alright, guys. The voyage begins now. I can't wait to meet this guy. The dude that owns this stuff and owns that museum. Oh man, I can't wait to meet this guy. Alright guys, about to head on to the subway, and like I said, I haven't seen this thing in about 10 years.
Hollywood and Vine, I made it! I finally made it here!
Who is that guy?
Yes!
Are you on Tool Time? Wait a minute, is that...
Am I Al Borland?
That's... That's Adam the Woo!
That was the guy that played the buddy on Tim's buddy.
I don't know, man. I wonder if I could get sponsored by LA Metro. I'm spending an awful lot of time on this train lately. Well, you guys know I have a Nudie Cohen obsession. One of the most respected people in my entire life. One of the people that I just think is one of the coolest people alive, and they have an entire mural to Nudie here at the subway stop. And I'm actually going to take Adam the Woo to a couple of my favorite hot spots around here so he can do some vlogging. You're the man, Nudie. Well, we were cutting through where the old Television Academy is, and I've shown you guys this before, but since we're going to go see Tale of the Pup today, there was actually an episode of Rockford Files that was filmed there, and you can see James Garner sitting right there at the Tale of the Pup eating a hot dog. Oh man, how good does that look right now? You know, this just gave me an idea. If I ever get a gigantic window in my house, I think a big white cow is what I need. So where we're actually going now is, you guys have been here before with me, and if you're a new subscriber, you've never seen this. But we're actually gonna go where Fred Sanford used to call home.
You know what I heard once?
What did you hear?
You should have never trusted Hollywood. Remember that song?
I do. I can't see this Kahuna Tiki Bar without thinking of Frankie Avalon in Back to the Beach. The big Kahuna. It's a good message. I guess somebody's mom died? I don't know. Well, we made it. It may not look the same, but that is it. Just think of old Fred Sanford walking right out where that door is, opening up the newspaper, sitting out here in the hot California sun. I know they want you to think it's Watts, but it's right here in North Hollywood. And this is the same driveway that we would have seen Lamont pull up in the old beat up Sanford and Son salvage pickup truck. And since I've shown this before in another vlog, I'm not going to do much, but oh wow, look at that mural. That is awesome. It's right here by this Muay Thai place. And you can see from over here, that's how truly small that shot actually is. You can see Adam over there. Yeah, right here, right by an actor's studio. It's pretty insane. Now this is actually pretty cool also, because right next to the Sanford and Son salvage storefront is this little like acting school. But I like these little murals. You guys know me, I love looking at any kind of mural. The court jester. You might be my favorite Uber driver. You're totally Hawaiianed out. Oh man, there it is. I used to see this guy 6 days a week. Literally, I would walk past this every day to catch my bus from Jerry's Deli. And to be honest with you, I mean, I have seen this thing my whole life. From the time I was a kid, watching Ruthless People with my mom and seeing Judge Reinhold making that phone call from the payphone booth right out front. This was a design by a man named Milton Black, and this stand actually opened where the Beverly Center is, like right across from the Beverly Center in 1946. And it sat there until 1986, and then they moved it over to La Cienega where I worked and where I saw it. And then they eventually closed it down in 2005 and put it into storage in 2008, and that's pretty much been the story for it. The land was bought up and they were going to do something with the land, and they ended up not doing anything related to the hot dog stand. And there was this hope that they would reopen the stand somewhere else, and that this hot dog, the Tale of the Pup, would live on. But what ended up happening was they just couldn't secure a new location. The family, this used to have a big sign that said Eddie Blake's Tale of the Pup, and the Blake family ran this for years. And they ended up having to put it into storage in Torrance for a few years, and then it was moved to Vegas, where they thought they were going to open it in Vegas. And then when it was looked at about restoring it, they found out that like it was made with stucco and like chicken wire, and literally it just couldn't pass. It couldn't pass any kind of building codes or anything. So they just basically ended up putting it for the last couple of years. It's been out in Lake Elsinore in storage, and I'll tell you, I mean, I remember being a kid and flipping through the Country Channel and seeing Buck Owens making his music video out in front of this thing for the hot dog song. Oh, and a little tip from me to you, if you're ever looking for Buck Owens music, always go with the songs that are named after a noun, like Buckaroo, hot dog. Those are always the great songs. But I also actually found a picture of Devo out in front of this stand. Sigourney Weaver, the Go-Go's. This was in Rockford Files, this was in Body Double, it was in LA Story. I mean, this is just an absolute icon for Los Angeles. And now what they're doing is they're gonna clean it up, and it's gonna go over to the Valley Relics Museum, and that's where it's gonna live. And thank God for that. Everybody will get to enjoy it for the next few years. All that scraping and stuff, that actually wasn't like weather damage or anything. I saw that basically when they were moving it into storage the first time, just the people that were moving it just didn't have any appreciation for history, and that's how it kind of got roughed up. But they're gonna clean it up, restore it up, and man, so cool. This is the kind of Americana that I love to see. Look, it looks like a Muppet mouth. There you can see the insides. I mean, that's chicken wire, wood, stucco, few nails. But basically how this was set up was, at least when I went and I had the many hot dogs that I ate there, you would order right here at the front, and they had like a little deck walkway, and then you would pick up your food over here on this side. Look at what else is over here hiding. He's got an original Arby's hat cut in half. I got a real special spot in my heart for the Arby's sign. My grandpa introduced me to Arby's when I was a little kid, and our local Arby's had one of these out front. And actually I'm wondering where this one came from, because there was one in Santa Monica when I first moved out here that they were threatening to tear down, and then a bunch of people complained and got it saved. The people in Santa Monica, I guess, thought that the hat was tacky and they wanted it removed, but eventually those that love history won out. But if this is the one from Santa Monica, they didn't win out very long. Seeing this now, and like I haven't seen it in 10 years. It's like seeing an old friend. I mean, like, I used to literally walk past this every day. This guy used to walk past this thing every day. I used to grab hot dogs on the way home. It was just, man, it's so weird to drive by where it used to be and not see it there. But like I said, if you go back and you watch my vlog of when I went to Shelley Winter's house, I actually stopped along the way and showed you guys where I used to work, and I pointed out where this was actually located. And that would have been there from '86 till about 2005. And what's pretty unique about this is if you go back and watch like Adam 12 and some of these old like 70s shows that featured the old Tale of the Pup, you can see in the background what used to be what Los Angeles in those days looked like. It was actually like a kids park. It was called Beverly Park, and it was a little Ferris wheel and some little rides, and where the Beverly Center now is, there were like pony rides. This is how you know you're a vlogger. Adam and I were all the way down here by the hot dog, and we both at the same exact time go, "What's that old shoe sign down there?" That's when you know you're a vlogger, when you're noticing the same things, and what it is will blow your mind. The guy who owns this place also owns a print shop.
Oh yeah, some other relics back in here.
I'm just gonna let Adam do my vlogging for me. So we were walking back here, Adam said that he heard that the RoboCop car is back here. Oh, look at that, the Mission Hills bowling alley. They've got a Friar bowling. All right, I'm gonna be very careful
tucked away in the corner, some old signage, motel signs, the Mission Hills bowling alley sign, and
Look at that.
Jordan is getting very close to the infamous Los Angeles
Old shoe
vehicle.
Well, there's some old motel no vacancy signs if you need them. And here's the back of the shoe. Look at that, it's even got a window. Like any house should. Now let's take a look inside. Couldn't actually sit in there if you wanted to. Not right there anyway. Maybe in the front. Look at that. Let's take a look inside. Oh, check that out. It's like just a little gear shifter. This is like a Fred Flintstone car. You just can imagine yourself just pedaling it. Look at that. Let's check it out.
I have a Pioneer key at home. I have a
See the Robo car and the Pioneer chicken sign. Little sneak peek here. That's awesome. So it must be underneath here. And then here's the old, I can't put my finger on it. That guy looks like somebody.
I'm thinking what you're thinking.
Chef Boyardee?
Tim Tracker?
That's it. Looks exactly like Tim Tracker.
That's him.
So when did you decide that you were going to make the donation to the museum here in Raleigh?
Recently, we decided we've been struggling with looking for locations. Obviously, it's not an easy thing to do. Buying a piece of property and raising money to do that, and the other stipulations with the size of the dog and where it should properly go, and then you have building codes and health department codes, and then even moving it, we realize how brittle it is and how difficult this would be to actually put it in a working place, and that the best restoration and the best longevity for the building itself is to put it in a museum.
And how did your grandfather come up with the idea for it?
He actually purchased the tail of the pup from a dancing couple, a famous dancing couple back in the day that had started it, opened it up, and he purchased it from them and has had it ever since. He just passed away just this year.
And that's Tommy. That's the man who owns and runs Valley Relics Museum. The savior of history in San Fernando Valley. Well, before we get out of here, I wanted to show you what the back looked like. I realized I hadn't shown it yet. So this is what the inside of the pup looked like if you were a worker. All right, we're gonna grab something to eat, and we're back over where we started at Sweetie Pie's. And my mom wanted to make sure that everybody knew that Sweetie Pie was a backup dancer for Tina Turner. So there you go, everybody, from my mom. All right, we ordered our food, now let's go on in. What did you get, sir?
I got some chicken, a little mac and cheese, and would it classify as a biscuit or a roll?
I believe that's called a roll here in California.
It's a biscuit.
Well, look at that. I'm actually gonna eat at a place where E.T. ate. And check out this old-time water dispenser here. And we are in the former location of Old Phil's. All right, well, I got my order, and I basically got the same thing as Adam, except he got the chicken.
You got the fish.
I got the fish. And I think we're gonna swap one of each because I've never tried the chicken.
we're gonna
so
do that?
if you want to.
Yeah, do it.
So we're walking past the El Portal Theater, and we just saw that they're gonna dedicate this and rename it to Debbie Reynolds. And they even have a little poster in here. This is one of those old classic looking theaters that I love to see. And we were walking past and saw that, and I just said, hey, I gotta share this with everybody. All right, back to Hollywood. You know, one of the things I love with hanging out with Adam the Woo is that I've never seen anybody so mesmerized by a subway as this guy. This guy's looking around the subway like he's in the Louvre.
It's amazing.
Alright, maybe it is pretty cool. Maybe he wasn't wrong. Everybody likes the Duncan. Well, I was getting a little bit concerned because last couple of days I've walked past the Florentine Gardens, they took the awning off, and I was starting to wonder if maybe they're going to tear this place down, but looks like they're renovating it a little bit. They're painting the fence pink instead of green, and I thought it'd be kind of hilarious because most of the times this is like a kind of a Hispanic ranchero country bar night kind of place, so can't wait to see what they think of that. Before we head out to the Adam West Memorial, I want to send a big thank you out to Nancy Hopple and Christina Ports Tollison for becoming new Patreons. Thank you so much, guys. Look at this brand new TV. Jeez Louise, looks like they pulled it out of the Addams family house.
Do you have an
Well, these flowers are definitely the remnants of the Adam West Memorial. All right, we're heading downtown to see Adam West have the bat symbol raised to the sky at City Hall. Time to see the bat symbol. Well, there's our destination for this evening. Beautiful City Hall. All right, a lot of people turned out for this. Look at that. I am truly impressed by how many people that showed up to honor Adam West and to take part in this. This is pretty awesome. And I'll be honest, I'm really happy to get to see this with Adam the Woo. What an experience. There it is. I feel like I'm at a Grateful Dead concert with this crowd.
Hey, what up, my son?
We don't gather on these steps very often at night. When we do, it is for a solemn and holy purpose. Tonight, we are going to light up your City Hall for our own bright night, the legendary Adam West. And wait, there's more. Lee Merriweather is here. That each one of us had a heart of gold, and that we could have a fun time doing it too. And there will never be a Batman like Adam West, and there will never be another Adam West. Yes!
Hello, citizens! I added it up, and 75% of my time on this planet was working with Adam West. My dear friend, let me tell you, he was a great family man, a wonderful husband, a wonderful father to his kids. He loved humanity and he loved his fans. Let me tell you something. You know, we don't have it here physically. Let me tell you, I think we got it here spiritually. I would tell you that we're all on this planet for such a very short period of time. To make the most of every day you're here. To be with your family, be with your friends, be kind to people. But it's such a difficult life. I'm telling you, it's not just fighting villains like we do on camera. Life is difficult, but I'm not here to preach to you. I'm here to tell you that my friend Adam would want every single one of you to be incredibly happy and to be joyous because he spent his entire life as a performer making people happy, making them laugh, and trying to make this world a better place. So thank you for coming out. Wowie zowie!
Join with me so we can light up the bat signal. Chief, let's go down.
There's Robin.
Bye, Robin.
Oh, that guy's like that. Fun me.
Robin! Over here! Robin! Bird!
Yo, what up, Robin? What up?
I've been working out on top of it. Mason just kicked my ass. Training on it.
Well, Lionhearts, from Los Angeles, California, here's to you, Adam West. Good night.